Welcome, racing fans, to the home of Motorsports Talk. Friday Night Trucks, NASCAR Camping World Truck Series racing from Charlotte. Now it's time for the motorsportsradio.net breakdown. Welcome, everybody. This is Mary Allegretti, show number 519. It's the North Carolina Education Lottery 200, who just wrapped up moments ago from Charlotte Motor Speedway. 134 advertised laps. The 15th race, truck race at Charlotte, race number 5 of the season. Pole sitter Christopher Bell in the number 4 truck. Starting second was Chase Briscoe in the number 29. Starting third, Johnny Sauter in the 21. Green flag in the air. And they were off at 8:51 p.m. Eastern Time. Christopher Bell in front, getting shoved by Kyle Busch. And the night starts with the 51 truck chasing the number 4, Kyle Busch in the 51. Then at lap 4, Christopher Bell gets loose. Looked like a little contact with the outside wall. No caution here. Right rear tire goes down. So now it's Kyle Busch in the lead. Johnny Sauter running second. Matt Craft in third at lap 7. Christopher Bell would drop down to 31st. But he would climb back up, wind up finishing second. But the caution would come out. So there was no caution for Christopher Bell, but the caution would come out at lap 8. This is for the number 02 truck. Caution number 1, 02, driven by Austin Hill. He goes spinning over in turn number 2. Restart at lap 14. Kyle Busch still in front with Chase Briscoe running second. Johnny Sauter third. Kyle Busch's lead just brushing the 1 second mark, which would grow to a 1.86 at lap 32. And then Austin Cedric's 19 truck goes spinning at turn 3 after some slight contact with Ross Chastain. Ross Chastain in the 66. This would be caution number 2. Also, Austin Cedric received his high school diploma on Friday morning. Restart here at lap 36. Then Austin Hill's truck was on fire for some reason. It had some flames coming out there, but he didn't come in the pit. So now it's Kyle Busch getting shoved by Matt Crafton as this race gets restarted. But Busch makes a nice getaway. Crafton drops down to third, but fighting Chase Briscoe for second. And it was a 4-lap shootout to the green-white checkered. Kyle Busch in front with 2.5 seconds, and stage 1 would finish up at lap 40. The winner here, Kyle Busch. Top 5, stage 1 finishes. Kyle Busch for the win. Johnny Sauter would come in second. John Hunter Nemechek third. Matt Crafton would come in fourth. And Chase Briscoe in fifth. That's the 51, 21, 8, the double 8, and the 29. Austin Cedric becomes the free pass beneficiary. You know, it is a caution, so whoever the first guy is on the lap traffic, first guy lap down, he becomes the free pass beneficiary. So there you go. Also known as the lucky dog. All right, stage 2. Back to green at lap 46 with Ross Chastain, the race leader, who did not pit during this stage caution. Brandon Jones running second and Parker Kilgerman in third. The 66, 99, the 75. Kyle Busch, Johnny Sauter, and Chase Briscoe, they would start stage 2 in 12th, 13th, and 14th. Brandon Jones would take the lead, Parker Kilgerman up into second, and then Ross Chastain would drop down to third after the restart. But a battle for the lead puts Parker Kilgerman in front. Stewart Fries's 52 truck rubbing the wall a little bit. No caution here. But we have a top 3 at lap 53. Parker Kilgerman, Johnny Sauter, and Ross Chastain. 75, 21, and the double 6. With Kyle Busch trying to claw his way back. And stage 2 started with some mojo. Stage 1 ended pretty good. Stage 2 actually ended pretty exciting as well. Lap 55, Johnny Sauter would become the new race leader, with Kyle Busch now breaking into the top 5. Then into the top 3, Kyle Busch actually was running third at lap 57. And then we have caution number 4. This would be for the 99 truck, and Brandon Jones into the outside wall at turn 2. Kaz Growler was involved in this one at 33. This was at lap 59. Brandon Jones' truck gets loose and gets into Kaz Growler and then puts Kaz Growler into the wall. Restart here, lap 64. Johnny Sauter commanding the lead off this restart. Johnny Sauter, Ross Chastain, Matt Crafton now running the top three. Kyle Busch up in fourth, but will drop down to fifth. 2 wides and 3 wides out there as stage 2 starts to wind down. But then we get question number 5. And this is for Kyle's Growler into the wall again. Just loose and smack into the wall. Pretty hard too. This is going through turn 2. And then an uncontrolled tire for the 75 team. And then it's back to green at lap 74. Johnny Sauter in front with a 3 wide forming, which was kind of crazy. And then we have a fight for the lead now between Johnny Sauter and Matt Crafton. Some nitty gritty, the 21 and the 88 going back and forth. And then some good gritty racing. And then all of a sudden, here comes Kyle Busch out of nowhere. And he now becomes the new race leader. And then stage 2 would finish up at lap 80. And the winner again, Kyle Busch. Johnny Sauter would come in second. Matt Crafton third, Ben Rhodes fourth, Christopher Bell will come in fifth, the 51, 21, 88, 27, and the 4. And then it was stage number 3. Austin Cindric, the new leader here. Parker Gilgaman in second, and Kyle Busch third. Johnny Sauter down in 10th after a botched up pit stop, and it's back to green at lap 88. Austin Cindric taking care of business with Kyle Busch and Ben Rhodes chasing him down. And then Kyle Busch would again take the lead. Ben Rhodes running second. Christopher Bell third. Now inside the final 50. Kyle Busch with a 1.1 second lead at lap 92. And then also at lap 92, caution number 7, Norm Benning, who gets loose in the jet black number 6 truck over in the front stretch. A nice looking truck too, if you all black with the big yellow number 6 on there. I actually like that truck. Restart here, lap 97, and this race was a fun one. Always fun to see the trucks out there, but this one was actually pretty fun. Usually you get wreck after wreck after wreck after wreck. This one actually was a fun race to watch. The 51 truck again taking care of business. Kyle Busch in front with the pole sitter now chasing him down. And then the 92 truck hard into the wall after contact with the 22 truck. 92 Reagan Smith, and then the 22 Austin Wayne Self. This would be question number 8. Reagan Smith, who's filling in for Eric Almirola tomorrow night for the Monster Energy Open. Restart lap 106. Pedal to the metal, and again, Christopher Bell chasing down Kyle Busch, and it was trucking in the Tar Heel State, the battle on the asphalt. And then at lap 114, the start of the last 20. Kyle Busch with a 1.9 second lead, actually 1.97, so you could say 2 seconds on Christopher Bell, and then a 2.2 at lap 123. Then lap 124 would start the last 10. Then lap 127, question number 9. This is for Matt Mills, who goes spinning in the backstretch. Matt Mills in the 44 truck, another nice looking truck there. Restart here at lap 131 for a 3-lap shootout to end Friday night's race. Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell, Matt Crafton top 3. Kyle Busch once again commanding the lead. White flag flies at lap 133, checkered flag at lap 134, and once again, a 3-stage sweep for Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch getting his 7th NASCAR Camping World Truck Series win at Charlotte, his 48th career win in the Truck Series, winning the North Carolina Education Lottery 200. Now, the top 5 unofficial finishes. We'll have the official finishes for all the drivers on Monday. But here it is. Kyle Busch for the win. Johnny Sauter coming in second. Christopher Bell, the pole sitter, comes in third. Ryan Truex comes in fourth. And Timothy Peters would come in fifth. That's the 51, 21, the 4, the 16, and the 17. Matt Crafton would come in 6th, and Chase Briscoe comes in 11th. Race info, 9 cautions, 8 leaders, 10 lead changes. Fastest lap, 179.724 miles per hour. And the race time, 1 hour, 55 minutes, and 19 seconds. Source, NASCAR.com. All right, so the trucks return on June 6th. One of my favorite truck races, and that's the 5:30 race up down in our case, down in Dover, because we're up here on Long Island. June 6th, the trucks return. Next weekend, Xfinity Series, and of course, the Coca-Cola 600. And so we'll have the schedule for that next week on the weekend edition. Now, tomorrow, of course, is the All-Star race. First, it's the Monster Energy Open, and here it is, Saturday evening, 6 p.m. Eastern, the Monster Energy Open, and then at 8 p.m. Eastern is the Monster Energy All-Star race. Both races are on FS1, okay? The Monster Energy Open will be 50 laps each, and then the Monster Energy All-Star race will be 70 laps each. So it's actually 3 stages for the Monster Energy Open, 20, 20, and 10, and then it's going to be 4 stages for the All-Star race, 20, 20, 20, and 10, and that gets the 50 and the 70. So again, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern and at 8 p.m. Eastern, and both on FS1. And if anybody wants to watch the ponies, the Preakness tomorrow, they're saying post time 6:45 on NBC, so I tune in at 6 o'clock so you don't miss anything. And that's going to do it for today. Thank you for tuning in from Long Island, New York. This is Manny Allegretta, and this is motorsportsradio.net. Have a good one.